Hello and welcome back to Chapter 13 of our Pokemon Sun and Moon version video walkthrough. In this chapter we're going to be covering Vast Poni Canyon. In our adventures through that, in the last chapter we defeated Kahuna Hapu. So go ahead and head north and right a little bit and go run into Lily. She's going to give you a max revive at this point, which will be potentially useful as we'll go into this canyon and not have an opportunity to heal up for a little while. Conveniently, Lily will heal up for us right now though. And if at any point you need to heal up, you can feel free to exit the cave and she'll do that for you. Go ahead, head right, and you'll immediately engage in battle with a trainer. It's going to send out a Torkoal. I believe it's the first time we're seeing a Torkoal. We have our trusty Arachnid ready to take that on. Pretty high defense. Trainers in this area are going to have Pokemon in the mid to upper 40s in range, so beware of that. Just be ready to take that on. Do a little bit of grinding before entering if necessary. Next, you'll send out a level 46 Arcanine. Barely short of that 2-hit KO there. And of course, managed to take out our Arachnid right before we were going to take him out. It's always unfortunate. But that's the risk I took when I chose not to switch him out into safety. So we'll quickly finish him off with that Raichu. And Veteran Harry will accept defeat. So since it's so close and convenient, and I figure Arachnid will be useful in a cave-like scenario, I'm just going to go ahead and speak to Lily and heal up Arachnid again. So you're going to want to just continue right past that first trainer. You're going to very quickly come up on your second trainer. Backpacker Purdy is her name. She's going to send out a Whimsicott. So Meercoat ended up not being that effective there, since Gust was not doing a whole lot of damage to us. It's tricky with Meercoat because the moves that do a ton of damage, you don't really want them to happen to you anyways, and the ones that do the most damage are killing me, so it doesn't end up being that useful to use it. After you defeat that trainer, you can go ahead and just continue forward on the trail. I'm gonna go ahead and use a max repel here, just so I don't have to deal with so many wild Pokemon jumping out at me. You can go ahead and take out your Poke Rider and hop on Tauros. Pick up the Max Potion from an item ball here. I'll see the other one down there that we can access in just a few minutes. You can avoid this double battle by smashing these rocks if you'd like. Or you can just go ahead and do it. Either way, we missed a little bit earlier. Just south of that first trainer, there's a hole you can crawl through. You can go ahead and pick up an elixir. It's more convenient to do that right after the first trainer, but I moved up a little bit first. And then you can go ahead and challenge these trainers in a double battle if you'd like. They're going to throw out Alolan versions of both Ninetales and Sandslash. Psychic is not a good choice with the ice types added here. And just try out a couple different moves. See what sticks. Watch out for Dazzling Gleam, that's going to affect both of your Pokemon at once. And of course this Hail is going to do a little bit of damage to you every turn. And they barely outsped me and nabbed my Mimikyu. Before we could finish him off. Which means it's going to take an extra turn at least. Flamethrower's gonna take out that Ninetales. And one more Bubble Bloom to finish off Sandslash. After heading south through that exit, we're going to want to take a right and grab this Revive from an item ball. Just a little bit to the right and south of here. And just going to want to continue left past this. You're going to have to hop off Tauros to get fit along this tiny, narrow little path here. As soon as you enter the cave, you'll notice there's a Zygarde cell just right next to the rock there that you can pick up. There's a little fork in the road here. If you take the south path, you'll have to fight this hiker. You can use Mudsdale to take the north path to avoid it if you'd like, but it's always good to gain the extra experience. Looks like he's got an Archeops. It's the first time we're seeing one so far. Be a flying rock type. Arachnid takes him out pretty quickly. And he's sending out Rampardos. Hopefully paralysis doesn't prevent me from getting this out. Doesn't look like it will. And that Rampardos is gone as well. I'm gonna try and heal this paralysis here. Might as well use a full restore and heal up all HP and get rid of that paralysis. So just exit the cave via the south left entrance when you're ready. If you head just right at this entrance, it's kind of easy to miss, but there's a small hole in the cave that you can crawl through. And then you can go through this narrow path here to battle a trainer, or if you want, you can use Mudsdale to go around her via the bottom route. He's going to open with a Starmie, a Psychic Water type. So in a case like this, Mirror Coat's actually a pretty useful move. You just have to take a lot of damage for it to become useful. The effects of our full restore are almost completely nullified at this point. But I suppose if we got a good battle out of it, then it's not really nullified. Send in Raichu, get type advantage there, almost enough to take that Talonflame out. Then a Shiinotic is going to be her final Pokemon. Bring Incineroar out and just burn right through it. Made quick work of that. After defeating her, you can go ahead and pick up this escape rope from the item ball here. And then exit the same way you came in. And we're going to head left and make an attempt to cross this bridge, and Lily will be here to stop us in our endeavor. She's feeling courageous, so she'll overcome her PTSD and make an attempt to cross this bridge. Notice a couple haunch crow on the ledge, planning their misbehavior. Kind of a tense situation. Nonetheless, she manages to find her way across the bridge, exuding bravery. It's always good to give her positive reinforcement. And in exchange for that, she's going to heal up our Pokemon, which is very nice. So go ahead and enter through the clear opening in front of us. Figure I'll use another Max Repel. Keep those wild Pokemon away. Go ahead and pick up the Zygarde cell just to your left here. And we're going to want to bring Machamp back out so we can move around these boulders. I don't even know if it's right to call them boulders. Huge stone blocks. Clearly placed here. Very convenient, large, clearly man-made holes for them to drop into. Anyways, you can pick up a full restore to the left, which is nice considering we just used one. Or rather, I did. I'm not here to tell you when you should not use your full restore. After pushing those, you can go ahead and exit to the south here and grab a Dusk Ball. And then another Zygarde cell. You're going to want to hop off Machamp and climb up this ladder. There'll be another trainer meandering around up here for us to battle. He's going to send out a Muck, a Alolan Muck. So Mirror Coat only works against non-physical attacks. So failed in this case. Muck gave me a little bit of trouble here. That nasty poison, but Leech Life is keeping me above water at least. Arachnid, probably not the best choice against a Magnezone. Go ahead, throw Incineroar out there. Enough to heat up the steel a little bit. And of course, the sturdy ability is gonna kind of get in our way again. Not a huge deal. And with that, the scientist has been defeated. We're gonna go ahead and I'll switch my Pokemon. Hopefully get this poison healed up. Looks like I may be out of berries that are gonna do it for me. Those are usually the first to go. Don't have any anecdotes either, so gonna have to use a full heal on that one. Try to avoid using those if I can, but have them for a reason. As soon as you exit the cave here, you're gonna run into a punk girl trainer. Punk girl Anna, to be precise. Just gonna throw a Persian out. Unfortunately, it is the hideous Alolan Persian. But we got lots in our tool set to take care of that. And Honchkrow is going to be our next Pokemon here. Might as well give Raichu some limelight. Probably could have finished her off if I used Spark instead of Charge Beam. That was kind of just a slip up on my part. Not a big deal. So as soon as you defeat her, you can head to the right. And you'll meet up with an island captain here on the bridge. This is Mina. She's a unorthodox captain. Instead of designing a trial and battling, we're having a Totem Pokémon. Setting up a trial for us, she's just gonna flat out give us her Z Crystal and be on her way. So from her, you're gonna get Fairy Z. So at this point, we should just have 2 more Z Crystals to collect. We'll be getting those fairly shortly. So after you have that interaction with Mina, you can go ahead and head to the right, and there'll be another trainer for us to defeat. This is punk guy Adam. The punk guys and girls are apparently the trolls that guard the bridge. He's gonna send out a Pangoro. It was a dark type. It was not affected by psychic moves, which I did not think about. And is not affected largely by ghost type moves, which I didn't think about. Fairy was definitely the best choice there. Definitely should have gone with that from the get-go. There's another bridge for us to cross right here. And then we can kind of follow this tree branch down over here. So I probably don't need that repel there. But you can go ahead and come south here and find another trainer to battle. Gonna have a Poliwrath for us. Nothing Mimikyu can't handle. Good old Psychic. Though Poliwrath has incredible defense, apparently. And with that, Black Belt Earl has been defeated. In this area, we're going to be able to pick up a full heal, which is nice because we also just used one of those. We're replenishing as we use them, which is always a good feeling. If you do head up that tree branch, you can find a PP Max that I neglected to pick up. After you're done doing everything you like here, go ahead and just head south into this cave. We're gonna have to whip out Machamp again to help us move this stone. Of course, just move it to the right and drop it in place. You might notice that we're in a familiar area at this point. This is the beginning of the cave. You can pick up that Zygarde cell. You can go ahead and exit this cave if you want. And I'm just kind of showing here that if you need to go out and heal or anything like that, that this we essentially just created a shortcut, so you don't have to navigate through the entire cave next time you'd like to go through here. So if you like, you can go and heal up. Otherwise, you can just continue forward. So there's a gauntlet of trainers here for us to defeat. First Ace Trainer is going to send out an Absol, one of my personal favorite Pokemon. Looks like I'm finally getting a hang of these types. Done a lot of made a lot of poor move decisions, but that's alright. Absol is Dark type. Next he's gonna send out a Lapras, which is of course Water Ice type. And he goes out the way of Absol. So 1 of 3 trainers complete. Go ahead and just move right along to the next. He's going to open up with a Stoutland. Apparently we haven't had to battle one yet, but we're of course familiar with it as we've used it to sniff out goodies all throughout the region. When in doubt, I find using Leech Life is never a bad idea. But I think Stoutland kind of helped us out there. Salazzle probably is a better choice against him anyway. She's gonna send a Serena in next. And we'll use Arachnid here. It's the grass type. The idea is to use Leech Life and hopefully heal up at the same time as dealing some massive damage. If we could have fully healed off of her, that would be nice, but it doesn't look like quite that. Still better off than before I sent it out, so definitely a good interchange. And she's gonna conclude with a Clef Key. Remember, I don't have a super effective move. It's sort of lost Pokemon in the battle. It's never a bad idea to use a Z move. I usually refrain from them only because the animation takes so long. But it's worth it if you can preserve some health. So Venom Drench is actually a pretty cool move. Definitely for a poison type. Kind of just adds on. It's probably a decent move set going on for Salazzle, even though we don't actually use her too much. It's really, even with the neglect we've given her, it's developed into a pretty solid Pokemon. I think I usually don't give poison types enough credit. They're usually pretty cool. You know, it's definitely frustrating to have to fight against one, so it's always a good idea to use that on your opponents. Nonetheless, somehow going to open up with a Granbull. It's got a lot of defense. It knows Play Rough, which is super effective against us. We barely survived that anyhow. And even gain a level off of it. Next he's going to send out a Gengar. Mimikyu should be able to handle that, as long as we're fast enough. And we are, which is delightful. Next is a Golem, of course a Rock type. And it's a Alolan Golem, complete with facial hair. Might as well hit this one heavy with our Z move. As long as we are able to use it, not a whole lot of reason not to. And his final Pokemon's going to be a Cloyster. Sent out Spikes, but it's kind of late in the battle for that. If he was going for that strat, he probably should have opened with Cloyster. No complaints here. Makes for an easy battle. So we defeated Veteran Eric and kind of the gauntlet of trainers that we had to before entering this, what looks to be another trial gate. So go ahead and enter that gate when you're ready, and you're going to be stopped by Lily for a little bit of dialogue. She'll even heal your team for you. So go ahead, enter through the gate here. So even though Mina didn't expressly have a trial for us, we are still gonna have one more final trial here. So the first thing you're gonna want to do is head to the right in this little alcove area, but you'll be quickly stopped by an unbeknownst Pokemon known as Kommo-o. So Kommo-o is a new 7th generation Pokemon we haven't seen before. It's a dragon type. It's the first of 3 in the evolution chain. Dragon type, of course, weak to fairy moves, makes Mimikyu a perfect choice. In this little alcove area, you can pick up TMO2 Dragon Claw, which is a very fitting move given this trial. If you head forward a bit more, you're going to be once again stopped by a Pokemon. This time a kommo-o, rather. Also a dragon type, the evolution of Kommo-o. Also weak to fairy type moves, and also going out in one hit. So now you're just going to want to head straight for this pedestal, which has a Z crystal on it. But of course, it's not going to be so easy to allow that to happen for us. And the Totem Pokemon of this trial, Totem Kommo-o, is going to attack us, and that's who we'll be up against. So we very nearly got the one-hit KO on that, which would have been super. Because of course, turn 2 starts and ally Pokemon are called. And a Scizor appeared. Oftentimes, Kommo-o will appear as ally Pokemon, but Scizors are also available, less common. That's a situation where Play Rough is actually, Protect rather, is actually useful when you're in a 2v1 battle and you know who's going to be targeted. With only 2 hits, Kommo-o is defeated. Unfortunately, Scizor's dealing a lot of damage from Mimikyu, and Mimikyu is also going out at that point. We're gonna go ahead and send Incineroar in. See if he can't finish this off for us. Throw out a flamethrower. And with that, Totem Kommo-o is defeated, and our final trial in Alola is complete. So we're going to go ahead and get this Z Crystal, which is, I believe, one of 2 Z Crystals that we have not already obtained. This is, of course, going to be Dragonium Z, the Dragon-type Z Crystal. With that, this episode will conclude. Thanks for watching. Make sure to join us in the next episode where we make it to the altar.